With us now is the Brexit supporting Conservative MP Andrew Bridgen, who of course is a key member of the European Research Group. Andrew, it's good to have you with us. Thank you very much for sparing us some time. Let me put to you what the ERG chairman Steve Baker tweeted today. He said that they will vote for this agreement after dealing with limited remaining concerns. What are those limited remaining concerns?
I think Stephen spoke to me later on this afternoon, said he had just one outstanding concern with the new deal, and he expected that to be resolved later this evening. He was speaking to number 10. I think what we do know is that Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, has confounded his critics. He's managed to reopen the withdrawal agreement that everyone said you can't reopen. He's got rid of the despised backstop trap that was in the original withdrawal agreement, and he's changed the political declaration from close regulatory alignment to one of a more straightforward free trade agreement. This, for me, it looks like Brexit. It smells like Brexit. This is Brexit, and the more I hear about this deal, the more I'm inclined to support it.
Yeah, but you, if I'm right, were one of those who said that you wouldn't vote for one of these deals until the DUP were on side, and quite clearly they are not on side, and they're going to make life very difficult for the Prime Minister.
I said that without the DUP supporting the measures taken in affecting Northern Ireland, it made it more difficult for us to support the deal. However, I think we've got to look at what's in the best interest of the whole of the United Kingdom. Quite honestly, I think the public appetite now is to get Brexit sorted. I think we can bring our country back together and solve the divisions, but we can't do it until we deliver on the mandate we had. The time is now. I think in the past, the DUP, the voice has often been Ulster says no. I think on this occasion it needs to be Northern Ireland says yes, and we need to move forward.
So it sounds like you're on board with this deal, that you will give it your support. But any steer of sort of how things might go this Saturday?
I think it's going to be very close, but I will give you some inside information that several Labour frontbench spokesmen, who will remain nameless, confided in me this morning. This is before President Juncker declared that the choice was deal or no deal because he wouldn't authorise an extension to Article 50. These Labour spokesmen said to me, we'll be whipped to vote against this deal, but my goodness, I do hope you get it through because we need it.
Andrew, can you give us an insight into the whipping operation? Someone said earlier it's going to be a medieval whipping operation. The thumbscrews will be out and everything. I mean, presumably they're going to try and entice the 21 rebels back and give them back the whip if they vote for it. And presumably they're going to threaten your group, the ERG, with losing the whip if you don't get behind it.
Well, quite honestly, I've not witnessed any of that at all. I've not had any of those conversations or heard of any colleagues who've had those conversations. I think colleagues just need to reflect on the deal. As long as there's no devil in the detail that comes out tomorrow, I think I can support the Prime Minister's position, and I think it's time, and I think all MPs are going to come under huge pressure from their constituents who actually want this matter resolved so we can move on from Brexit and get back to debating the bread and butter issues that affect people's lives on a daily basis, the NHS, schools, dealing with this violent crime epidemic we've got in London. We need to get moving on. And I think even the EU now are completely fatigued with this, and they accept that we're leaving and they want to move on.
Andrew Bridgen.